Hi, Nick, and thanks for your time. Nick, we would like to talk about your goal you have scored in the finals. Game 6 against the Vienna Capitals in 2019. Do you remember this series in general?
Yeah, no, great series, great victory. We ended up winning at home, Game 6 in overtime. Yeah, I remember the clip, and I remember how emotional it was.
And what do you think? Was it a physical series against the Vienna Capitals? Really close one? Or what kind of series it was?
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of overtime games, tight, low-scoring games. Our system was very defensive, and we had some leaders who hadn't actually maybe won championships that were very, played big roles in winning their first championships. So that was very special.
Nick, let's jump into this game. It's the 24th of April. You won Game 5 in Vienna, so you lead the series 3-2. And if you win the game, you will win the championship. After the second period, Vienna is leading 2-1. No goal in the third period so far, but then with around 8 minutes left, you scored, Nick Petersen scored. May you can lead us through this situation and through your emotions as well as we are watching the clip together now.
Yeah, sure. Should I press play?
May you can lead us a little bit through it?
Yeah, Mitch does a good play on the wall. I was a little bit open. Obviously, we needed to score at this point, and Mitch Wall was a good offensive player who can make these small plays to make a difference. Our team was very built like defensively, but and Mitch Wall was maybe more of your offensive guy. He had taken, I think he had a tougher series, but he had taken the puck or something. I had lost maybe some teeth.
Therefore, he's wearing the mask. Yeah.
And on this play specifically, he wins the battle. I was open, and he goes to the net, which was a big distraction because I kind of faked it, and the goalie wasn't sure what was happening. And then he skates through. I wasn't sure if I was going to pass to him, but then I decided, okay, we got to put it on net. So I was happy that it went in. That's for sure.
I think this was the right decision.
With the celebration, I'm not always so emotional, but there was a lot of emotions on the table with this one. I think I jumped in the glass, and it was Mitch with the cage, which is always funny, but and then Schumning was jumping on me, a few guys. It was a different type of line that put together. It wasn't the normal line, so coach put us into let's try to score, and it was a big goal.
Everything worked out fine so far, but your goal was not the end of the game. Your buddy Adam Comrie scored the championship winning goal in the overtime. As we see now, maybe you can push the button for the next clip.
Yeah, I'll press play here. But I remember once we had possession and went to overtime. I think the guys got a lot of confidence because, well, first of all, we had the puck possession a lot. I remember giving the puck to Comrie. There were certain guys on our team who were kind of the difference makers. Myself, Comrie, a lot of players who had that extra push. We're going to score the big goals when we needed them. And I remember passing to Comrie a couple times, and you kind of knew that he might score. And yeah, obviously it was a lot of emotions, and just we had all been in situations like this. I think Fisher maybe was the only one who had won as an import, and then all the other guys had been through experiences, myself included, with teams in the past. And yeah, I mean, obviously absolutely beautiful goal, but a lot of people doing good things to create the goal.
Yeah, and Fishy gave the pass to
Fishy knew it was going in. He passed it, was ready to go down the ice. Save his energy. It was a fun scene.
It's a while, but it's great to see those pictures, right?
Yeah, no, it's been a while. Obviously, some tough memories with Comrie, but it's some special memories with him that we will never forget.
That's nice to hear. We will never forget Adam. Nick, if we close that book, in general, is winning the championship the most important thing for an athlete? What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it was something. I mean, I'd proved a lot in my career, been in a professional hockey player for a while, but I had actually some tough runs with it when it came to, you know, winning championships. I had been to the final a few times, lost in Game 7 more than once, actually twice in my career where I had lost in Game 7. So that happened to me in Germany, came here for a team that could win, and obviously the years doing well here. And having success myself personally, but also with the team, has been great. And I mean, obviously, I've made a home for myself here, and it's nice to play. And you know, I hope it's not done with championships.
As you mentioned, if you lose Game 7, it's maybe the worst thing what can happen to an athlete. But what positive things maybe you can get out of this?
Yeah, I mean, extra drive, whatever. I was definitely nervous in this series, specifically against Vienna, because I had lost. You know, you have to do that little extra not to get to Game 7 on the road or something like this, because it's every game counts in a series, and especially in the finals, you're that close. You don't want. Even the year after against Bolzano, it was like you don't give them any inch, and we did when we won our second championship since I've been here. You know, we did almost as good as we could to not let them get any momentum in the series, where this one was just back and forth, one win. So it was a very tight series.
Nick, apart from the championship, what else do you think can be important or is important for an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, that's a general question. It's yeah, I mean, hard work, being a good teammate. Obviously, you have to have goals to win a championship, be the best player you can be, or, you know, yeah, just help the team as much as you can if you're one of the types of role players.
Last question, Nick. If you look at life apart from sports, what can be more important than winning a championship?
Apart from sports, yeah, I mean, just family, stuff like this. For me, it's, well, I had my daughter living with me for a while. Now I don't have her as living with me due to some health things. But yeah, everything around is pretty special too. Bonding and just, for me, it's a great experience being able to have a life around here, friends, stuff like this. So there's lots of positives in being an athlete and stuff like this, and you just have to make the most of it.
Nick, thank you so much for that great interview, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot.